today I will be showing you how to turn this trash footage into this. So in the last video, I showed you how to film with this thing, but in this video, I'm gonna show you how to color it. Because you may have noticed that when you import your iPhone footage, it looks like it has a weird tint on it, it's a little desaturated, and it even looks overexposed. So there are two methods to get your iPhone footage looking crispy. For the first method, what we're gonna do is have two nodes, okay? On the first one, what we're gonna do is gonna go to the curves, and we're just gonna slightly pull the middle down. Right about here. Okay, that looks about right. You're introducing contrast, bringing the highlights down. Okay, right there. That seems good to me. Now from here, we're gonna go to the tint or the primary wheels, and we're gonna bring the tint up to, say, right about 29. So what I'm aiming for here is to get a natural skin look. Right here, it's green, and when you bring it up, right around 29, 25, that looks good right here. All right, and then the warmth, I'll probably bring that up to 100 or 80. Okay, and now as you may notice, the whites in the image are not white. We're gonna go to the second node, select the qualifier. If it's not already selected here, select the picker, okay, and select the whites. Now to see what you have selected, press and hold Shift H, okay, and it's gonna show you what you have selected here. That looks about right. And what we're gonna do is just increase the denoise a little bit so it softens out. If I push it to the extreme, you guys can see what it does there. So it's gonna soften it out a little bit on the edges. And now you can press and hold Shift again. Now we're gonna go back to the color wheels, and right here we're just gonna bring the tint down so you make the whites look a little more white. So right around 49, maybe even drop the saturation a tad bit, bring down the blues, add a little bit of coolness in here. Okay, and that's about right. It looked like this before, and now it looks like this. And that's it for this first method. We started off with this, and now it looks like that. Now for this clip, I noticed it worked just fine, but for this second clip, I noticed that it did not. Hold up, I know you're loving the crap out of this video, so give the video a like, man. Don't be stingy. And since your mouse is already down there, just head a little bit to the left right there and hit that subscribe button, you know what I mean? So now we have our second method where we're gonna introduce the color space transform effect. I do want to give this man credit here, Jamie Fenn, because this is where I got it from. So to start off, this clip is gonna have two nodes as well. And for the second node, we're gonna put this effect in the front. So on the second node, we're gonna go to color space transform. We're gonna drag that on. And for the input color space, you're gonna select rec, just press R, and you're gonna select rec.2020. And then for the input gamma, you're gonna select R again. It's gonna take you straight down there to the R's, and you're gonna select rec.2100 HLG, okay? And finally, you're gonna go down to the gamut mapping method here, and you're gonna select saturation compression. Cool. Now you can get rid of the effects section, and we're gonna go back to the first one. And for this first node, we're gonna do something similar to what we did on the first method. We're gonna go to the curves. We're gonna pull it down from the middle, introduce contrast to the image right around there. Okay, that looks about right. You can press Alt and D together to toggle on and off from the effects, and if you do Control D, it'll toggle on and off whatever node you have selected. So if I have this first one, Control D at the same time. Okay, I'm liking how that looks. I'm probably just gonna add a little more blacks or a little more contrast by pulling it down. Cool, I like how that looks. And finally, what I'm gonna do is introduce a little bit of saturation. Cool, I'm gonna see what that does. Control D again. Okay, and honestly, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks here. Probably just pull down the highlights a tad bit and perfect. Alt D, before and after. That looks perfect to me. So now that you know how to color iPhone footage, don't skip the first part. This is very important. Check out this video where I teach you how to film with an iPhone.